Hello Sagittarius, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for the second half of January 2019. I hope the first half has gone well for you. This is a general reading, so it might be about love, career, special projects, that kind of thing. If it doesn't resonate, or even if it does resonate, also have a look at my readings for your moon and rising signs, and I'm pretty sure something will resonate there for you as well. Okay, Sag, you go into the second half of January with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like if this is your energy, you're feeling quite independent. Perhaps you just had some kind of a financial windfall or a renewal of a contract, or something like that, or perhaps you've just become single as well, and you're feeling independent and quite happy to be so. You're feeling quite abundant and confident that you can manage by yourself in whatever's required. Okay, so you're generally quite independent anyway, Sag, so perhaps this is just par for the course for you, but I'm feeling that there's just been a shift which has allowed you some kind of freedom or some extra scope for advancement to shoot your arrow somewhere. We'll have a look. Your challenge for the second half of January, you have the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is an active energy, quite enthusiastic. It could be like a young person in your environment who might be saying things, maybe gossiping, or perhaps there's someone spying on you, okay, or someone just watching you. And so because this card's in your challenge position, you need to just watch your P's and Q's perhaps, and just get to the bottom of why this person might be watching you, or if you know, perhaps it's a younger admirer, whatever it is, and you may not be interested in this person. So perhaps someone's got a crush on you and you're trying to let them off gently, something like that. But this is, and again, it could be something about online communications, but someone's watching what you're doing online, okay, or again, as I say, there's a young person in your environment, and they're saying things, gossiping, perhaps talking out of turn, or you're not quite liking the way that they communicate. Perhaps there's been a new boss come in, or maybe you've been made a new boss and you've got a bit of extra freedom, and you've just got this one person who doesn't seem to be accepting your authority. Okay, we'll have a look maybe at some of these. Okay, your hopes and fears. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is a very stable energy, slow moving energy, perhaps a little bit too slow for you. So the position you're in at the moment, I'm feeling you want to get results quickly, but there's an energy around you which is slowing things down. So perhaps you're a bit over the paperwork that needs doing for something, and you just want to get on with it, and perhaps you're not understanding or not appreciating that things take time and the processes have to be put in place and boxes have to be ticked and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm feeling there. So there's a little bit of, I'm feeling there's a little bit of frustration with that. If it's not that, then perhaps there's like an air sign or someone with this energy in your environment, and perhaps you fancy them, or perhaps they fancy you. I'm not sure yet, but it's looking like I'm seeing some kind of frustration here with you want to be more free-flowing, and there's an energy around you which is stopping things from moving forward as they might. In your best attitude position, you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is an energy. She's highly intuitive, almost psychic, I would say, but she's very sensitive and sensitive to others, and she's compassionate, and she's got quite a large cup to give. Look at that, the biggest cup in the whole tarot, I think. And well, as far as being held by the characters there, so, and she's got a lid on hers, but I'm getting that you need to be very generous, be compassionate, and almost motherly to someone in your environment. Okay, so you'll know what that is. So your best attitude to take, according to the cards here, is to be compassionate, be very loving, and anything you be generous with your emotions. Okay, that's what we're looking for here. That's what I'm being told there. Okay, the outcome. The outcome at the end of the month, you have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is the happiest card in the deck, or one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's got about happy homes. Okay, so if you've been emotionally generous, you're going to feel good that you've done your best for somebody, and you've done the right thing as far as not letting anyone down. And we'll see how it goes. But it looks like a happy home life. Now there's lots of yellow, lots of bright yellow and blue in here. So I've got the Knight of Pentacles, a clear thinking person, even though a bit slow moving and analytical. Got the Four of Wands here. Everything's open and aware, and there's no games. And then you've got this bright awareness of this independence of the Nine of Pentacles. So we'll have a look and see how they go. Now I'll clarify with the Hanson Roberts deck here, and we'll have a look. So what's this new independence? Please clarify this. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius for January. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Something will come out. Two of Cups. Okay, so it looks like the Two of Cups is can be about meeting a soulmate and feeling really good about things, the way things are going. So perhaps you've just started a relationship with someone, and that relationship, perhaps it's like requires a lot of separation, and you're quite happy with that. So because you are quite independent anyway, Sagittarius, perhaps this is the ideal relationship for you, someone who you can spend quite a fair bit of time apart from, and it doesn't bother either of you. So that's what it's looking like there. So you're feeling quite okay about this new soulmate relationship you've got, or you've gone into maybe business partnership with someone, or got a new job basically, and it's exactly what you want, and it's allowing you to do and achieve what you need to achieve. If you have a look at the caduceus, the staff with the snakes wrapped around it, just above those two characters there, that's an old trade symbol symbolizing equal give and take. Okay, so it's looking like you've got some kind of a relationship happening, whether it's relationship or business, and there seems to be an equal flow there, or a feeling of equal flow, and you're maintaining your independence, which is pretty good, especially for what you like, Sagittarius. Okay, so why is the Page of Swords here in the challenge position? So is there some kind of a gossip around? Is there someone watching you? Do you need to watch out for some kind of communication, or is someone trying to trip you up on things, something you say, or someone's looking for mistakes, something like that? I'm not getting a good feeling about this page, even though they're not bad. So sometimes pages, they go against the grain, and they need to sort of push the boundaries against what the crowd wants. And if this is your energy here, it's perhaps you need to do this, and it's a challenge for you, because you might have to persuade people. You can see this character here, the page, and the wind's blowing one way, and he's standing, going the other way, ready to take on whoever's coming with the wind. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling there. Perhaps there's some challenge you have where you need to move against something, against the normal way of doing things, or maybe you're trying to change things up. So there's a couple of different stories coming through there. So why is the Page of Swords here for Sagittarius for January? Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about holding on, really. It's about holding on to money, or being a little bit stingy. Perhaps someone around you is being stingy with the money, or they're they're watching the money. So perhaps you've been given some power over some finances, and it looks like someone's just watching you, how you're spending it, and it's like they're not giving you the autonomy you want, or they're making you feel like you're being watched, and so that could be challenging for you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there with that one, Sage. Sorry, I can't be a bit clearer with that. Maybe we'll see what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles now. So we've got Pentacles, Pentacles, and Pentacles. Let's have a look here and find out why is the Knight of Pentacles here in the hopes and fears position. Let's have a look. Why are the Knight of Pentacles here? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Okay, and more Pentacles. Okay, another Knight of Pentacles. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like there's something very slow, the processes which need to be followed, and someone's like keeping an eye on you, and you might be feeling a bit stifled about that, but I don't know if this person actually has any authority. It's just like they're doing things the old way, or they don't want to spend any money on improvements that need to be made, slowing things down with paperwork and just being a naysayer. And it looks like it's your challenge here to maybe go against that. Now, the best approach for you to take, the best attitude to take, you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups here, and you want to be generous with your emotions, be sort of open and giving, and so maybe that's the way to approach this. You catch more flies with honey, as they say. Why that came to me. That's why is the Queen of Cups here in the best attitude position? All right, so there's three of Swords here. Now I'm thinking the Three of Swords here, it's like someone might have it in for you. You remember when I said that it's looking like this Page of Swords person here? They might not have the best intentions. So that's a story that I'm getting there. Maybe someone's out to sort of play games. And I know you don't like games, Sag. We'll see if we can clarify that a little bit better. It's sort of a bit higgledy-piggledy. We'll see if we can get a story out of this, Sag. Okay, so let's just clarify that Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Why are those cards here? For Spirit. Ace of Pentacles, more Pentacles. So there's a new start, and this is like the best attitude. So you're trying to get something going, and it's like people are stopping you, or you're trying to push through, and it looks like you can, because you've got these challenges here, some stingy people and maybe some people who aren't very nice, but you're still being encouraged to just push through with something new. I don't know why this Three of Swords is here really. You might have to just, because it's in the best attitude position, you might just have to tell someone like it is, and they might be feeling a bit betrayed about that, and don't worry about it. If they're not going to play the right game and just move on with things, you might have to, maybe you've got something on this person that maybe they don't know, and you might have to use it against them, not in a malicious way, just you might have to not argue with them, but tell them that they're not perfect, or show them that they're not perfect, and you've been given this position, whatever it is, and you're rightfully there, so give you a chance at getting something done. I'm getting resistance to change. That's what I'm getting here. So it looks like you're fighting against resistance to change. Okay? But you've got the authority. You've got some strength behind you. You're feeling quite independent about it. I hope this is making sense for you, Sag. Let's have a look. Why is the Four of Wands here? Why is the Four of Wands here at the end of the month for Sag? And you've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, they'll come along and they'll say it like it is. Okay, they'll clear things up. So the Knight of Swords usually brings a message, and they're like an authority figure, so they might represent something to do with the law, or they know the law, and that's going to give you peace of mind or justification in moving forward somehow. Okay, and that's going to give you this happy home. So that'll make sense to you if it's resonating, Sag. That's what I've got for you. Please like and subscribe, and please comment if this is somehow landing for you, and hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.